Good morning.
On Memorial Day weekend, thank you for being here. The president's speech. On the one hand, I just didn't hear details that I thought were new, except for perhaps about Yemen and lifting the ban on sending Gabo prisoners back to Yemen. On the other hand, it certainly stirred up Republicans. How did you take, let's start with you, Mr. Speaker, how did you take that speech?
I think it's just stunningly, breathtakingly naive. He says at one point, wars have to end. Well, Trotsky said, you may not care about war, but war cares about you. Right after you have somebody beheaded in London, you have a bomb go off in Boston, you have the Iranians, as you were just told by Congressman McCall, every day trying to penetrate our system with cyber. You have an Iranian nuclear program underway, and the president announces cheerfully, the war is going to end because I'm not happy being a war president. Look, you have problems in northern Nigeria. You have the Chinese volunteering to send troops to Mali. You have problems in Libya. Well, it is, and this is part of the problem we've had in two administrations now. No one wants to talk honestly about the fact that there is a radical Islamism on offense. It is on offense across the planet. It's what killed people in Boston. It's what just killed a soldier in London. I just saw a thing which there was an attack in Paris today. This stuff's going on everywhere, and we will never be at peace in the pre-1941 sense that we are not threatened and that we don't have to actively take measures all the time. So the president's speech in that sense, and by the way, the last administration, the Bush administration, had the same problem. No one wants to talk honestly about how big the threat is, how widespread it is, how fanatic it is, and how in its own mind it's totally legitimate.